You know, I didn't want to.
And welcome back to Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Kempinski. I tell you, man, when the doctor shows up, as in the bullfighter doctor, Dr. Bonnie Kalwale, senator from Kakamega. By the way, he's declared he's running for governor of Kakamega County. Watch this space, Oparanya. And of course, Benjin Dolo, founder of One. These folks, what a combination. In fact, Honorable Lee McQueen is saying, I should bring you guys more often. He says this is a good combination.
Read it verbatim.
He should bring Bonnie and Dolo every week.
We're not available.
I'm heeding to their calls, he says.
Then you can start paying us.
You're damned if you do here. Okay, here's a really serious tweet, gentlemen.
Yes.
Brian Paul Ngoge says, schools need those fire extinguishers more than you do, Jeff. Which is very true, Brian. Very true.
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Surprise, man. Surprise.
What?
And he's mic'd up. Yes.
What's the problem?
Matsanga?
Where has he come from?
I have no idea. Do you have no place to go?
The last time we were here,
With Daktari?
we finished the sugar problem. So now let's finish.
What?
We were talking about schools.
We were talking about schools.
That is
Schools in Kenya, not in Uganda.
Correct.
They are banning everywhere.
You go. We will call you when we start talking about schools in
It's a
Uganda.
surprise.
Yes?
It's a surprise. Hello. Doc.
Gentlemen,
We finished the sugar problem. Why can't we
No, the sugar problem is not finished.
I'm shocked.
Where has he come from?
I am shocked.
where do you come from, Daktari?
Where's Muluka? I've been away for too long.
Is your name
Did Muluka send you?
Yes. I'm representing Muluka.
He went for the hills.
Oh, yes.
Now we can see the kind of friends Muluka keeps.
Muluka keeps the best friend.
There it is.
No problem.
Gentlemen, real quick.
Quick,
We're talking about a very serious topic,
Yes.
gentlemen.
Yes.
More than 100 schools have been torched, burnt, arson attacks, and yet very few people have been arrested, whether students, teachers, workers, whoever. What's going on, Daktari? Help me understand this.
It's a joke. It's a joke because whenever a school burns, there are three players who must record statements immediately. The first one is the head of school. The second one is the master in charge of discipline. The third one is the watchman. We have never heard of a single watchman being arrested by the Jubilee government. Are you saying in all these schools watchmen are found sleeping?
Each time there's a burning.
Each time. In Iten,
Yes.
yesterday in Nyeri,
Yes.
all over the place. We have not heard of a head of school being arrested. They go and stage manage the situation by arresting the children.
Benji, your thoughts?
Where's the intelligence services? Where's the NIS?
Yes.
They should know who's doing this. This is obviously a reaction to the ministers putting his foot down and radical termination of the corrupt Kenya National Examinations Council. All those crooks there who are selling exams.
The so-called cartels?
And you know,
That's obviously what it is.
then you've asked a good question. You've asked
Where is the intelligence service?
Where is the intelligence service? And I'm asking,
Yes.
where
They're
is
just
the
following
president?
who's talking to
Where
Where's
is the president? The president, this is the time
The
for him
country
to
is in
speak.
shock. It's ridiculous.
He has always taken selfies with our youth, saying that he's youth friendly. Now his youth are banning their schools,
unacceptable.
and he's quiet.
Benji, these cartels, are they that powerful? These people who supposedly self-
They only
and
need-
Matiang'i has put his foot down.
They only need resolve. The minister Matiang'i Fred has done a fantastic job in education. The only thing that he needs is additional security for his person.
Matanga,
Yes.
you speak a lot with the government. You're
Which
good
one?
friends.
Don't put Karwale on my neck. I speak points. The question of teachers
Yes. And schools.
of schools
Burning.
is very pathetic. It is a pattern
I agree
in
with you.
South Africa. Over 60 schools were banned, even the properties of the schools. But in Kenya, it's a cartel fighting. I've been very honest. There's a cartel where students seem to have paid money, or the parents seem to have paid their money for these exams. Why is it that it is only the day schools that the schools are spared?
Yeah.
Boarding schools are being banned because the students in the boarding schools paid money for these exams to be leaked.
Okay, but Dr. Wait.
Yes, yes.
And then a national school, because everyone was saying, you know, it's all these provincial, all those schools out there.
Yes.
When St. Patrick's,
St. Patrick's.
national school,
Yes.
then everybody started waking up. What should be done now?
In my view, although it might sound extreme, we need time for time out. Those of you who are athletes, who have played volleyball, the ref or the umpire calls for time out.
Yes.
Calls a timeout.
So
During the time
out,
yes,
whereby immediately all the schools, national, private, and what have you, should be closed, and immediately the government should put up a national conference for all stakeholders to talk, so that they talk about the following: what is the role of examination as exemplified by the suggestion by Makanga in this problem? 2, what is the role of the change of school calendar in this problem? 3, what is the role of the failure by the government to pay teachers the salaries that they had wanted in this problem? 3, what is the role of KUPPET and Kenyan, KUPPET and Kenya National Union of Teachers in this, in view of the fact that they feel impotent. Now they are unable to deliver for the teachers who vote for them. 5, what is the role of the cartel that used to do booming business out of selling examination papers?
Yes.
6, what is the role of the church?
yes,
Because ordinarily the chaplain and so on should be preaching to our children, and therefore when this conversation takes place, the tension will have gone down, and then the parents will come back.
But
wait, just a minute.
Go on.
Now, when you leave it to the only affected schools, then the thing you hear after 2 weeks is that school is being reopened.
Yes.
Parents must come each with 50,000 shillings
on top.
from where?
Yeah. But gee, is there sabotage in all this?
Of course, there's sabotage, and when a country lacks leadership, Jeff, it manifests itself in so many ways. This country is in a crisis of leadership. Just a few weeks ago, we had allegedly administration police officers trail a lawyer and his client and a driver and murder them in cold blood from a court. A lawyer is an officer of the court who appears before a judge to uphold the constitution in pursuit of justice. The government in power today is in place as a result of a judge's order. So you can just imagine, just to give you an example, that if that is what the police are doing, if this is what schools are doing, if cartels are actually running, you know, these kinds of schemes, unthinkable schemes for money, so that we actually don't have any learning going on, we're also not paying teachers, endless strikes, continuous lies. I'm so sorry. And the only thing that's happening, 1 second, Matsanga, is leaders, rather than come up with solutions and ideas and convictions, leaders are ever busy running around in helicopters, trying to bring a certain community with another, doing business, cutting shambas, stealing school land. I mean, literally.
It reminds me it reminds me of the line from the movie Apollo 13.
Yes.
Houston,
Yes. There is a problem.
we have a problem.
Now, the problem is...
Let me ask you this. Let me get this real quick.
Yes.
Tonight,
Yes.
4 schools reported to have burned.
Yeah.
4 tonight.
Sure.
Matsanga, are schools burning in Uganda?
No.
Why not?
We would have swept.
No, you wouldn't know. You've never been in Uganda. The problem you wouldn't know. How do you know what's going on in Uganda?
I know. There is everything.
30 years you've never been there?
I'm a leader.
Leader, holding which position?
Yes, I'm a leader. If you want to go that way, I defeated you on sugar. I'm now here. Are you selling sugar again in Mombasa?
Which sugar?
Because the last time we had, let's go on the teachers. Let me tell you, there is a point that I want to make.
Don't talk about Uganda.
There is a point that I want. He asked the question about Uganda. There is a point I want to make here. parents who behave badly, like a Harwale, parents also create a problem to teach to students. How do you as a man, you sleep on a, you break people's cars, like you in a very violent demonstrations, you go and sleep on the street. You are showing manners, bad manners to the children. That was point number 7 I wanted to add on you. So you're saying, yes, you are what the kids see on TV. Yes, when they see Hawale taking off his shirt, doctor, that car, come and kill me. Simple thing.
I don't think that's fair.
No, it is fair. Because you say that should not good man. What is your right? He's a very good man. But when he attacks me because he feels that Uganda is you. You are going next month. Next month you are going to Uganda to seek permission for my tribe in order to circumcise. Isn't it? Talk to them. It is my tribe.
This is not.
And the name you are saying Uganda. You condemn and
let him answer.
I am against. If goes on condemning government. What about the people who sleep like a Kalonzo sleeps on the street?
Okay.
Cuts off his shirt on the street.
We now want to respond.
Children are seeing it from the doctor.
Can you relax?
You also tell them to keep like you. Now you are discussing in the chamber.
Can they respond?
Let them respond.
Okay. Don't run away.
I will not run away. In fact, I came prepared for you.
Yeah. Now, doctor,
to lighten up the show.
Doctor, let me teach you this.
Yes.
There is no easy walk.
Yes.
To freedom.
Yes.
Anywhere in the world.
Indeed.
And because you have never fought,
I have
for the right.
By the way, I'm a soldier.
What do we let him
But remind him, you should not say lies. I'm a soldier. You don't know
you have the right of response.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'll keep quiet.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So thank you very much.
This is doctor. By the way, I'm your age.
Doctor. Oh really?
Oh, beyond you.
Yes. I must be very young. If you are age.
So you let him talk.
Yes.
Right. So now, doctor, there is no easy walk to freedom anywhere.
Who is doctor? Yes, me. At least you came from the United States with nothing. Oh no. At least Macau came with something. You never came with anything.
Oh no.
You don't shut up when it comes to people.
Where did he come from?
From men talking. You don't talk in a place of men. Why? Do you have anything to show?
Doctor,
you talk.
My guest gonna talk. You're just a visitor here.
He's saying the visitor. A doctor. You want to challenge my credentials? No, my friend, 59 years I've suffered for this credential.
He just asked you whether you're a doctor.
I have said, he knows.
Has he seen you?
I don't know.
Am I seeking a chief justice who writes 87 pages like him?
Oh no.
These are useless people like him.
Now, Jeff, we have to continue with the program.
Please.
Yes.
So what do we do?
Doctor, you respond to him, and if he gets out of control, I'm throwing him out.
Very good.
Yes.
So now, doctor, I wanted to request you to understand,
please,
that what is going on in Kenya now is the struggle for further expansion of our democracy and freedom.
Yes.
And that lying in the streets that you see, unlike in the Ugandan constitution, our constitution provides for the same. So take it easy.
Okay.
Number 2, we are talking about the crisis of schools in Kenya. You have expressed your feelings. Yes. Can you please leave? No, we want to inform the public. I
am on the panel, and I came here. I'm a military man. I've taken over. Because I'm here.
That's a coup.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let Benji respond now.
Yes.
And please feel free to call him doctor if you want.
I don't need it, and
okay.
I don't need a title.
You know, Jeff, we're not here. We're not here for entertainment.
This is comedy now.
We're not here. We're not actors. I'm involved in very serious work in this country.
Which one?
Now, first of all, I'm a Kenyan citizen.
Yes.
Matsanga has no local standing under any law on the planet, on earth.
Are you sure?
To audit me, to analyze me, he doesn't. I had a mortgage by 28 years old.
A mortgage from which country?
I do a lot of things.
Which country?
Now a lot of people for the needy. I'm not here trying to make a quick buck from
From where?
Ruto, from anyone, or from deals.
Me? You Ruto?
Okay.
Yes. Me?
I've never been caught anywhere.
I have never been
for planning murder. I've never been accused of being in any amnesty.
Yes.
You understand? So we're not here to fight. You see, for me, no. I'm my own person.
Yes.
I have my convictions and very strong beliefs that I defend and that I would die for.
Yes.
So let's not cheapen this show.
Yes.
Because there are people who actually get inspired
by this show.
By some of us.
Yes.
And by this show.
But when you call
so we're not here for name calling.
Finish.
In democracy, you have right and freedom to assembly. Yes. I know those things are foreign in Uganda, where you've never been for 30 years. Yes. But you have rights to go out and to demonstrate and to.
You have never even heard of
Even Kibaki has been tear gassed. Even your friend Uhuru has been tear gassed. So we must also uphold under Article 3(1) of the Kenyan Constitution, not the Ugandan.
Yes.
We must defend and uphold the Constitution of Kenya.
You hate Uganda. You hate Museveni.
Listen, we must uphold.
I'm not
you want to reply.
Okay.
So that we build this country for generations to come. It is not about quick deals. And for the record, this same Matsanga found me in a transaction on my work and said, because I've seen the money, give me 30,000. Did I not give you?
No.
At Intercom, you would never swear an oath. Have a nice life. You would never swear an oath.
You see?
Because you want to respond now, or you want to keep quiet?
I just want to make
I work one now.
Can we help you pay the
No.
Can we help you pay the 30,000? Please.
Even here I have more.
No.
But let me
pay the 30,000.
Listen, Harwale. When you're arguing with a man who has no bearing.
The teller wants to pay the money.
Yes, I want to pay for you.
I did not ask him for the money. He paid me where?
Where?
For 30,000 for what? For my room or for my food?
Because you're on your knees.
No, how can I be on the knees with a 27-year-old man who has not even...
But he had the 30,000 which you didn't have.
Let me tell you, this guy...
Are you not older
I am older.
Than the politicians who have been going to the ICC with? Are you not older than them?
With politics of ICC,
yes. Are you not older than them?
I stand for your nation.
No.
You are one of the few people who even told me to soldier on.
Right. Don't come and talk like you pay my rent. You know we're leaders.
No, there is no problem.
Can I get control of the show?
You take it. Take control. I'll keep quiet. I have not answered him.
Keep quiet.
Yes.
Because we were having a really decent discussion with this gentleman.
Until he came.
With a lot of noise.
Yes. Was there no noise?
Talk like you pay my rent.
Benji, I had asked Dr. about bottom line, what needs to be done to the schools. He gave me his answer. What is your answer, Benji, right now? What's the most important thing? Other than shut the schools down and call that time out.
We must not prevaricate on serious issues. We must not compromise and try to appease cartels. The president ought to come out and provide leadership and first of all, provide the greatest protection to his star minister who is doing the best possible job in this ministry. That is as a first step. Following that, we can now have concessions and a way forward and in acknowledgement that kids are not learning. But it's not the kind of thing that Honorable Raila did today, which is to criticize the minister and say, and justify and say that this is because of the radical measures of the minister. No, radical problems require radical solutions. And radical is not a dirty word. Radical means radical means going to the root cause of a problem. In Kenya, it's a dirty word.
No. When the minister took those radical measures, there was no banning of schools. If he had taken those measures because he was responding to banning of schools, we would have understood. So you must give it to the other national leaders, yourself and I included, to opine on this very serious thing. It is so complex that before we brush off any suggestion by any leader, let us do it at a stakeholders.
But why it's bigger than us?
Yes, it's bigger than us.
Okay, real quick. I'm going to switch gears real quick because we don't have that much time. But let me ask you this, Daktari, moving forward.
Yes.
The middle Daktari.
Yes.
Moving forward.
Yes.
The only Daktari.
The real Daktari.
You see, he's a medical doctor.
He's a medical doctor.
He treats patients. I treat souls like you.
Senator.
Yeah.
You're a psychiatrist?
A political scientist. Treats people like
you're a parishioner.
Yes. Leave it. You see one of At least you are very good. But this one, what has he got? Nothing to
No, but you don't know everything.
You don't know nothing. You know
This is everything.
Can I ask a question?
Everything.
You first.
Yes.
Moving forward,
Yeah.
if the election were held in the next month or so,
Yes.
and you know, a year away is like the next month or so,
Yes, yes.
would Jubilee retain the presidency?
No.
Give me your thoughts why.
And I'm so well convicted on this that today we as the opposition, we drive the national agenda. We told the country that it could not go to elections with IEBC commissioners. A few players in government thought it was a joke. I have been listening to presentations from all shades of opinion that have come before us, and 99.9% they agree that there's a problem with IEBC. What they might not agree with is the solution to that problem.
Right.
Number two, the monumental failures that Jubilee has gone through cannot give them a win at any election. A, corruption. Standard gauge railway line, NYS, Eurobond, the Galana irrigation scheme,
And yet,
and so on and,
and yet
so
the
forth.
president's approval rating 2 weeks ago was 68%.
I'm coming to opinion poll.
Okay.
Opinion poll, I'll comment twice. The first one is that was an attempt to sanitize the name of the president, because the same opinion poll found that in all the former 8 provinces of Kenya, Kenyans were saying, including Kenyans of Central Province, that the country
Is
was
the wrong
heading into the wrong direction. 68%. How could the same respondent then say that the driver taking the bus into the wrong direction is the most successful? So that was a fallacy. Second opinion poll is that I'm in a position of an opinion by an independent group which talks to Kenyans, and it has said that since God can beat Jubilee, who is the best presidential candidate from CORD? A, since the presidential candidate will need to pair with a running mate, what is the best pair? And do you know the result?
Tell me.
The pair of Raila and Kalonzo, irrespective of who will be the running mate and who will be the candidate, scores 44%.
Okay.
The pair of Wetangula and Raila, irrespective of who will be the head and running mate, scores 11%. And the pair of Kalonzo and Wetangula, irrespective of who will be the running mate or head, scores 45%. Number one. So Kenyans are starting to send a message that if there is the possibility that the formation in CORD is rearranged, then Uhuru.
Was there Mudavadi, Martha Karua in there? Was that in the poll or no?
I
No,
don't see
just
it,
these
no.
three.
If they were not there.
And 45%.
Yes.
Meaning that they could beat Jubilee or no?
Beat Jubilee, hands down.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Benji,
Yes. Please.
election held today, who would win?
I think that goes back to the logic that I was giving earlier,
Yes.
that there's a problem with Raila's own candidature, and that he has the keys and the power to actually convincingly decide if Jubilee goes home and who becomes the next leadership.
Can the incumbent be beaten?
Absolutely, because they've you see, Jubilee has had fatal flaws. Monumental from day one. Remember, these are Ruto's 49 years old.
Yes.
The performance after the exit out of office of an 85-year-old man, you can just imagine. I mean, Uhuru should have easily doubled, performance-wise.
In this short time, despite that
short time?
thing they had on their shoulders.
What short? But that's the truth.
They shook it off.
Yes, but that's about them.
Those were
The
personal
country,
scores.
yeah, those are personal scores. You're talking about the shilling.
Yes.
How strong is the shilling?
Okay.
You're talking about this picture I showed you here.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
What is the market for coffee? I'm a coffee farmer. What is the market for tea?
Today.
What is the market for
sugar?
today?
Sugar.
What is the market for sugar? The voters, the hoi polloi, are suffering. The cartels are running around. President Uhuru did a good thing to put the coffee task force, which is now quietly going around and trying to do everything using the courts, etc. The cartels are strangling the life out of this country, and while we're not paying attention, there's nowhere to walk in Westlands, which is the wealthiest constituency in Kenya.
Yeah.
There's no sewer, no new sewer. I was in Eastlands the other day. It's despicable,
It's nasty.
dirty,
It's crazy.
messed up. Karaoke to Majengo to everywhere to Buruburu.
Talking about the
You
economy.
saw the story on Buruburu.
Yes.
5,000 units,
Yeah.
now 20,000.
Yeah.
You know,
Using the same infrastructure.
and people like Commander putting up bars, flats on land, public. This is common knowledge.
Gentlemen,
Can I?
Yes,
on the important
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you.
On the important thing of the economy, and Kenyans have to be really, really worried. President Kibaki left in place the blueprint, and in fact it had taken off for LAPSET project, Lamu Port.
Yeah. Standard gauge.
No,
No,
I'm
LAPSET.
saying the ones which have collapsed.
Yes.
It has collapsed.
That's it.
The Greenfield Airport
Terminal.
it has collapsed.
No, it was just shut down. It hasn't.
It has been cancelled because they didn't have the 56 billion shillings required. It has collapsed. The standard gauge railway line was not supposed to end in Naivasha. It was supposed to take us to Uganda, take us to South Sudan, and take us to Rwanda.
On whose farm in Naivasha is it going?
It has not only collapsed, but instead Rwanda has now chosen to go to Tanzania. Uganda has chosen to go to Tanzania. So what is happening? Kenya has now been isolated in the community.
And now
how would you want
in charge of digital?
We still have Ethiopia. 100 million people. Don't forget. Matanga, your thoughts. Your thoughts, real quick. And please don't take forever. Huh?
No, very simple. If elections were held today,
In Uganda.
in Uganda?
no, we are talking. Why are you talking about Uganda?
Go home.
You're really. It's in my country, yes, but I'm a global citizen.
Matanga, elections held in Kenya.
Let's talk about. He knows what a
Hurry
global
up, hurry up.
citizen. Don't hurry me.
Global
Let me
citizen,
tell
how
you.
many passports do you have?
Several.
Did you do the British election?
I don't. Yes, I did. I voted. I
You voted there?
I'm a Labour.
You voted on internet?
Labour, no. Yeah, they
We're about
vote
to
by.
run out of time, man.
They
vote in the US?
They vote. Yeah, no.
The satellite
I
is
don't-
about to.
Let's be very honest. If elections were held today, there are very many good things that Jubilee government has done, which some people don't see. It's because people are paranoid. People who sleep on the streets, who go and allow this. You see today in Kenya, you can get your license in 3 days. That's Huduma. Passport comes in 4 days. Security tightened. Well, yes, there is. Well, yes, there is security.
You didn't hear about
the killings last week. Listen, killings are there. What about the United States, the country which has got security, but there is still killing. Killings come with rogue officers.
Have you heard of banning of schools? Banning of schools
Yes,
is insecurity.
It is very bad.
It is insecurity.
I condemn the banning of schools.
That is
But let's
insecurity.
come very quickly on any analyst who comes in this country to observe elections. We'll see that there is one party which is well organized. That is Uhuru Kenyatta's party. And he will win. In fact, I'll come back to
What is the name of the party?
Is it Jubilee Party?
Jubilee Party.
Yes.
When was it launched?
It will win.
think Uhuru cares whether he wins or loses.
You don't know.
I don't know
Because your analysis is always
It's all life and
negative.
death for him.
Your analysis is negative.
Okay.
But you
is it negative?
eat with the same
Gentlemen.
people at night. You also.
Benji,
I have never eaten with one of them at night.
Benji, you got 60 seconds. By the way, Matanga, Peter Santoni says you just went very quiet when Benji reminded you about the 30,000.
I can pay him if he gave me.
Please do.
In fact, Karwali can pay for me.
And then next time you
Benji,
I didn't say.
No,
closing
you
thoughts.
say.
Hey, closing thoughts. Benji, go.
How can he have even father? With a soup of his nature. It's a cheap soup from a market. This is Italian. Look at that. 30,000.
Can he give his last
Let
word?
him do. I'm waiting. And call us again for another show with this
I
guy.
mean, you're too noisy, man.
They were noisier than me.
I'm actually not going to come if you call me on one.
No,
I don't blame you.
Because for me, it's about serious work.
He's going to storm you. The way he stormed
No,
you.
he can't stop me.
no.
He did it.
Benji, go on, please. We got a minute.
I defeated him a long time ago.
No, you can't. It's not possible.
Benji, go.
It's not possible. At a forum yesterday with the Society for International Development, Professor Karuti and these guys, we looked at a report by Afrobarometer that dispels the myth that the middle class are not involved or do not really care about the country. What happens is that when there's issue with credibility of elections, then the educated, the empowered, the so-called middle class, by refusing to do anything, that is also a protest. And so what we must do as we talk to the country is give hope to the middle class and to the country that the situation we have today is untenable, that we need better, that we must do better, that we will do better, that the fundamentals speak all the facts. 87% of this country depends on the 13% who own everything, the mining, the banking, the different things, government, etc. 90% earn less than 50,000 a month. Those are the real issues. So while some clowns might come here and make noise, for me it's about the issues. There's nothing more. No one should respond unless their name is clown, because I didn't mention anybody. So the guilty are always afraid. But for us, these platforms are about discussing issues and formulating policy, Jeff, so that we can move this country from unemployment, from desperation, from drugs and alcohol abuse to the next level of self-determination, of success, of clean opportunity, so that Kenyans can be united and that can move forward.
Senator Kawale,
that is what it's about.
That's the camera.
Two comments. The first one is that there is a scholar who said, and I forget the name, that bad leaders are elected by citizens who don't vote, because they then have an opportunity to get those votes that would have been cancelled by the other citizens if they had participated in the election. The leadership crisis we are having, not just in Kenya but in Africa, is because African people have not understood the importance of voting. And the same scholar went on and said the worst form of illiterate is the political illiterate, who says, I am not a politician, I don't like politics, I don't care about politics, and I don't vote. He fails to know that in so doing he elects, by failing to vote, the wrong leader. Kenyans, please come up and vote. My last comment is to appeal to the Jubilee government that please wake up our sectors that were giving us jobs, our sectors that were putting food on the tables of the poor, namely the sugar industry, the tea industry, the coffee industry, the sisal industry, the pyrethrum industry, and the tourism industry. Having failed to wake up this, the honorable thing would be for Jubilee government either to resign now or not to offer themselves for re-election next year.
Okay, Matanga, I was going to let you have the last word, but you know what, real quick, because you came in late, we're going to have to move on, okay? All right, next time you come with these two, then you come from the start, all right?
Okay.
And behave yourself.
I have behaved. Let me do one thing. I just want to thank you, KTN, Jeff, Senator Harwale, my comrade here. I just want to advise him that for him to be a man in society, he better get married, because we don't know whether he's a man or a woman. That is all. I will leave it that way.
Okay.
At least I will discuss
on that note.
Yes, I am saying the banning, the setting fire on schools is not a solution. If there are parents who have paid the school fees or money for cartels to steal exams, let these parents spare the rest of the schools. But I want to encourage this guy to go to Uganda and get a woman, get married, so that he can speak in the community.
Let's move on again. So thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen. Dr. Thank you for coming.
Are we trending? And me?
Welcome.
Are we trending, by the way?
I'm saying Dr. Okay?
Yes. Another one? Oh my.
You're too loud, you know.
No, they were louder than me. You only don't like me, but
keep reading. That's Benjin Dolo and K. Bonim Tetezi.
Are we trending?
Yes.
Ask Koinange Jeff the hashtag
And
up close
at Dr.
2017.
Matang.
Tomorrow night. Oh, you have a Twitter handle?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
The best Twitter
You now know how to
Tomorrow night,
Oh,
listen
yes.
to this, gentlemen. Tomorrow night, you know, Churchill and his gang
Yes.
have this laugh festival, which is happening Friday at Carnival.
Hamo is funny.
He
as
has a
hell.
whole bunch of comedians coming from across Africa.
Yes.
Malawi, Zimbabwe, Uganda, all over. So
Oh.
tomorrow night we have
Uganda
Churchill
is here.
and a couple of his comedians on the set.
There's a comedian here that we can give.
No, you can actually you can get a wife for this man so that you
We
can
can give
work.
him a comedian.
You work in the community as a
Thanks so much
man.
for joining.
At
Let
least
the
I can use your hand, but not this one.
Good
But he
luck.
has a wife.
No wife. This man is useless. I can't shake even his hand. He doesn't even have a kid. No.